So the paper of April 2023, question 3, inasema hivi: A, using the information given below, determine the level of output necessary from each sector to support a final demand of 500 units for sector X1, 1,600 units for sector X2, and 2,000 units for sector X3. We are given the table there. So it's just a matter of answering that. So that question is coming from matrices. The topic is matrix. It's coming from a topic that we call matrices. And in the matrices, there is an application we call input-output analysis. There is an application that we called input-output analysis. Input-output analysis. Now, in that, I told you there are several formulas that we are supposed to use. There is the formula that we use when we are given total, when values are in total, when values are in totals, we say that A plus Y is equals to X. That is the formula that we use. A plus Y is equals to X. A plus Y is equals to X. Now, currently, we will have a sector here. We have the sector. Then we have A's, A1. How will I put it? There is for X1A, let me put it that way, plus X2A plus X3. X3A, those are representing the A's, plus Y, that will give us X, the output. So when we start with sector X1, when you start with sector X1, you look at the values that are given. The first value of A is 40. The next one is 40. The next one is 40 also. And then for Y, it is 680. So please add and give me the figure there. Add and give me the figures. Give me the answer. Good, 800, that is 800. Let's go to X2. X2, you do the same thing. We say 40 plus 80, plus 80 plus 80, plus 1400. Plus 1400, add them, give me the answer. Yeah, that is good. We have started well with many people giving me the answer. Let's continue that way. Ukipata yako unanitumia haraka haraka. Ndio hata tujaribu kuokoa hiyo time tumepoteza. Haya, 1600. Then X2, X3, sorry, that is X3 now. X3, we have 400 plus 1200 plus 280 plus 2120. 2120. Give me the answer. 4,000. Good. So ukishapata hiyo, unasonga unatafuta someone we called technological coefficients. Technological coefficients matrix A. Coefficients matrix. Technological coefficients matrix. Now, technological coefficients matrix A, we have it like this. We have it like this. Here we have x1 and then this is x1. Unachukua hii 40, you divide by 800. Give me the answer. 40 divided by 800 is what? Tumekubaliana tusoge haraka. Good. 0.05. Haya, ukikuja hapa kwa x2 unachukua hii 40, you divide by 800 again. So the answer is still the same. Then ukikuja kwa x3 unachukua hii 400, you divide by 800. Give me the answer. $400 divided by 800. 0.5. Good. Remember, I told you when you are creating a technological coefficients matrix, the values in a column 1, they are divided by the total of row 1. Now, tukikuta kwa column 2, x2 here, these values will be divided by the total of row 2. So tuanze, 40 divided by 1600. 40 divided by 1600 is what? $0.025. Haya, tukuja kwa hii ingine ni 80, you divide by 1600. Divided by 1600 or 0.05. Haya. Haya, hiyo ingine tuko kwa 1200. You divide by 1600. 1200 divided by 1600, 0.75. Haya, hii ingine sasa tukikuja kwa x3, it is 40 divided by 4000. 40 divided by 4000, that is what? 0.01. Haya, hii ingine ni 80. You divide by 4000. 80 you divide. Oh, huh? Kuna mtu anasema 400. Benita, you are saying 400. 400 kutoka wapi? Tuna divide hizi za column 3 now. We are dividing by 4000. Is that okay, Benita? Give me this. 0.02. Then tuko na 280. You divide by 4000. Benita, I hope you are clear now. $0.07. Okay. So with that, we have it that way. That is now our matrix A. That is our matrix A. Now, what else we require to do is this. You need to come here and say I minus A. I minus A, the identity matrix minus A. Now, identity matrix will be 1, 0, 0, then 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1. Minus this matrix that we have gotten, 0.05, 0.05, and 0.5. Then 0.025, 0.05, 0.75, 0.01, 0.02, and 0.07 is equal to nataka niandike hii answer huku juu so that when I am doing whatever else I want to do, it will be very clear to us. So let's record the answer. The answer of I minus A will be, this one is 0.95. Huyu mwingine ni negative 0.05 and negative 0.5. That way. Hii ingine itakuwa negative 0.025, 0.025, then 0.95, and negative 0.75, then negative 0.01, negative 0.02, and 0.93. 0.93. 0.93. So I believe that we are okay up to that point when you subtract. Now the next thing, this being a 3 by 3 matrix, this being a 3 by 3 matrix, we are going to create what we call the minus matrix. The minus matrix. Now the minus matrix M, the minus matrix M, the minus matrix M, I believe you remember how we were going about it. Eh? I want to believe that you remember. Tulisema unakuja hapa kwa hii 0.95. Eh? You broke all these items in the first row and you broke these items that are in the first column. When you broke them, you are left with 0.95 minus 0.02, negative 0.75, and 0.93. Alafu these ones, unaziwekea ka stroke hivi because they are determinants. Unazifunga hivyo. Then, tunaweza kuja hapa. Tukikuja hapa, you broke this second row and this first column. Ndio wachwe na minus 0.025, minus 0.01 minus 0.75 and 0.93. So again, unafunga hivi. That way. Haya, sasa tukuje kwa hii. Unafunga the third row and the first column. Ndio unaachwa na minus 0.025 minus 0.01 and then 0.95 and negative 0.02. Hivyo unazifungia hivyo. So hapo ndio itakuwa inafika. So that is how you create the first row. So tukuje sasa kwa hii ya the first column. Tukuje kwa hii ya pili now. Ukisimama kwa hii ya minus 0.025, ufunge hii column, the second column, na ufunge the first row. Ufunge the second column, first row, utaachwa na minus 0.05 minus 0.02 halafu minus 0.5 ni 0.93. Hizo ndio utaachiwa, halafu unafunga hivi. Unafunga. Kuja kwa hii, you broke the second row, the second column, unaachwa na 0.95 minus 0.01 halafu minus 0.5 0.93. 0.93. 0.93. Kuja hapa, you broke the third row, second column. You achwe na 0.95 and negative 0.01. So nimefunga hii na hii. So hii na hii tena minus 0.05 and minus 0.02. Sasa nafunga hivyo. Nafunga namna hiyo. Let us go to the next one. Hapa, when I'm here now, you broke this column and this row. So tutaachiwa hizi ine. That is minus 0.05, 0.95, halafu minus 0.5, minus 0.75. So sasa unafunga hivi na unafunga hapa. Then unakuja hapa unafunga, because of this one, you close the second row, third column. The second row and the third column. So sasa unaachiwa 0.95 minus 0.025 halafu negative 0.5 negative 0.75. Hizo ndio unaachiwa. Broke that way. Broke that way. Haya, finally hii ya mwisho, you broke the third column, the third row, uachwe na 0.95. 0.95 minus 0.025 halafu minus 0.05 and 0.95. Hivyo unaachiwa. Halafu now you close that matrix. Close that matrix. So in case you have not followed, Maybe you tell me to send the record. You can forward it, but I believe you are forward because it's not the first time we are coming across it. We have been doing it. Sasa, let's get the determinants now. Let's get the determinants. Let's get the determinants. Let's get the determinants. We get the determinants. Nataka tuanze pamoja. Chukua calculator. Chukua calculator. Tuanze. Remember what you do. Unachukua the major diagonal, you multiply. Then unachukua the minor diagonal, you multiply and you get the difference. So tuanze. 0.95 times 0.93 minus 0.75 times minus 0.02 equals. Send me the answer. Send me the answer. Yeah, good, Joseph. I can see 0.8685. Let us go to this other one. Ama tuanze tu na hii. Tuanze na hii ya pili. Kuja hapa useme minus 0.025 times 0.93 minus 0.75 times minus 0.01 equals. Ngoja hapa chini hapa. I need the figures from more than one person. Yeah, negative 0.03075. Good. Haya, wengine mmepotelea wapi? Tukuje kwa hii. Useme minus 0.025 times minus 0.02 minus 0.95 times minus 0.01 equals. Give me the answer. Yeah, 0.01. Good. 0.01. Haya, turudi sasa kwa hii. Hii sasa, where you will say minus 0.05 times 0.93 minus 0.5 times minus 0.02 equals. Give me the answer. Yeah. Hiyo tumetofautiana. Someone else to give me ndio nione kama ni mimi niko in the wrong. Yes, sasa nakubaliana na Joseph. Maybe Benita you can check. Mimi nimepata minus 0.0565. Okay, someone else to confirm that is the figure. Okay, Benita confirms. Good. Tukuje kwa hii ya pili. 0.95 times 0.93 minus 0.5 times minus 0.01 equals. Send me the answer. Kubaliana, I just write it. If we disagree, we wait for someone else. And I need the figures to come from the others. Wengine 0.875, 0.8785. Haya, huyu mwingine wa mwisho hapa 0.95 times minus 0.02 minus 0.05 times minus 0.01. Let me get the answer. Hey, so the answer for you. Hey, no one is giving me the figure. Minus, good. Minus 0.0195. So let's go to the next one. Here, you say minus 0.05. Minus 0.05 times minus 0.075. Then minus 0.5 times 0.95. Give me the answer. Yeah, I can see the answer 0.5125. Haya, kuja kwa hii ingine. Useme 0.95 times minus 0.75 minus 0.5 times minus 0.025 equals. Send me the answer. Yeah, negative 0.725. The last one is 0.95 times 0.95 minus 0.05 times minus 0.025 equals 0.90125. Yeah, good. Fatma, we have agreed. And I don't know whether I reminded you that when you have drawn these cofactors, ukiangalia hivi values zenye ziko kwa the first row hizi zinakuwa ndio ziko hapa. The first is the last. The first is the last. Then ukiangalia hizi ziko hapa ndani zina alternate. Hii ya 0.75 ifuata ndio hii. Alafu hii ndio hii. Now from there what you do, unakuja hapa unaweka positive sign. I told you you put a positive sign there. Then you alternate. Unaenda ukibadilisha. Plus, minus, plus, minus. So, plus, minus, plus, minus, plus, minus, plus, minus, plus. So that when you have done that, what you get, tulisema inaitwa cofactors matrix. Cofactors matrix. Cofactors matrix C. factors matrix. Now, when you multiply this positive times this positive, unabaki na 0.68685. When you multiply this one, unabaki na 0.03075. Na hii ingine unabaki na 0.01. When you multiply. Ukikuta hapa, hii negative inapotea, unaachiwa 0.0565. Hii inabaki 0.8785. Na hii ingine unabakisha 0.0195. Kuja kwa hii ingine, napata 0.5125. 0.725 and 0.90125. That way. That's what we call the cofactors matrix. The cofactors matrix. Then, after that, you come and get the determinant. The determinant. And I told you the determinant, unachukua these values of the cofactor, the first row, una multiply na the values of your matrix, the first row. Ile matrix tulikuwa nayo huko juu. So, in this case, nitasema ni 0.95. 0.95 is hii. 0.8685 plus minus 0.025 times 0.0565 plus minus 0.01 times 0.5125. Sasa ukiwa na hiyo, tell me what is the answer. We do that. What is the answer? If you say 0.95 times 0.8685 minus 0.025 times 0.0565 minus 0.01 times 0.5125 equals. I'm getting a huge figure. You can confirm. Niandikie someone to write so that I confirm. I'm waiting. Yeah, good. Joseph, that is 0.8185 375. 0.8185 375. So that is the determinant. Sasa tukiwa hapo, tuko na all that we required. Tuko na all that we required for us to be able to so sasa let us come here to seme I minus A universe. Or let me write the formula. The formula that we are going to use is X is equals to I minus A inverse multiplied by Y. I minus A inverse, you multiply by Y. So we know how to get the inverse. It is 1 out of the determinant. So our determinant is 0.8185375. 375. You multiply it by the adjoint. Remember, adjoint is the cofactor that has been transposed. So utarudi pale tulikuwa na cofactor hapa chini, and you make, maybe I can make this one here. I don't know whether you'll be able to see it. These are the cofactors. Sasa nikitoa hizi, this is the cofactor that tumekuwa nayo. These are cofactor, so that at least you're able to see. So in this cofactor, this row now will become the first column. This will become the second column. This will become the third column. So we interchange, we transpose. So in transposing, I will record 0.8685, 0.0565, 0.5125. Higher. 0.03075, 0.8785, 0.725. 0.725. Haya, huyu mwingine atakuwa 0.01. 0.0195. 0.90125. Multiply this now. We are multiplying that value by the new value of matrix Y. Ukiangalia hapo kwa question paper tulikuwa tumeambiwa now, using the information given below, determine the level of output necessary from each sector to support a final demand of 500 units for X1, 1,600 units for X2, 2,000 units for X3. So this is 500 here. This is 1,600. Na huyu mwingine ni 2,000. 2,000. That way. So that is our matrix Y. So we start to multiply. We start to multiply. And the multiplication is done like this. You remember how to multiply matrices. Chukua calculator. Tuna multiply these values by this one. Then the answer tuna divide na hii. So tuanze. Seme 0.8685 times 500 plus 0.03075 times 1,600 plus 0.01 times 2,000 equals. Divide that answer by 0.8185375 equals. Send me the answer Nione kama tunakubaliana. Waiting for the answer. Yeah, good. 615.06. Good. Let us go to the next one. Useme 0.0565 times 500 plus 0.8785 times 1600 plus 0.0195 times 2000 equals, divide by 0.8185375 equals. Send me the answer. What is the answer? So we have 1799. 1799.37. Good. Tuende kwa hii ingine. 0.5125 times 500 plus 0.725 times 1600 plus 0.90125 times 2000 equals, divide by 0.8185375 equals. That 2.32. 2.32. Good. So that is those are the results. So the output, so you can come now and summarize the same sector here. X1, X2, and X3. The output, this is 615.06, 1799.37, 39.32. That way. So those are the results. Are we okay with that? Are we okay? Okay, so let's now proceed to the next question. Okay. So if you look at your past papers, part B of the question, inasema the monthly rent paid by residents of Hillview Estate is found to be normally distributed with a mean of 22,150 and a standard deviation of 8,900. On the basis of a sample of 200 residents, construct a 95% confidence interval for the monthly rent paid. So that question has come from the topic of sampling theory. The topic that we covered called sampling theory. And in this one, there are two things. I told you there are two questions. One is what we call confidence, and the other one is hypothesis. So part A requires confidence interval. Confidence interval. Confidence interval. Now, with the confidence interval, I told you there are three more things that you need to identify. One is to know whether the population is known or unknown. And in this case, Population is known. Population is known, and it is known because the question is talking of what? It's talking of the residents of the Hillview Estate. So it's not about a sample. And for those residents, we are already given the standard deviation. So this is a case of known population. It's a case of known population. The second thing that you need to know is whether you have one sample or two samples. And in this one, you can see the question says on the basis of a sample. So when they say a, it means that that is SIGO. So it's a SIGO, that is singular, a SIGO sample. SIGO sample. The next one is whether you are dealing with the mean or with the proportion. And you can see this question is about the mean. So it's a question of SIGO mean. It's a question of SIGO mean. It's a question of SIGO mean. So if it's a question of SIGO mean, then the formula that we use is X bar plus or minus Z alpha out of 2 plus or minus Z alpha out of 2, which is multiplied by standard deviation divided by the square root of the sample size. That is the formula we use. That is the formula that we use. If that is true, the mean is 22,150. 22,150. So plus or minus Z at 0.05 out of 2. 0.05 out of 2 multiplied by the standard deviation, which is 8,900, divided by the square root of the sample size, 200. Divide by that. So this proceeds on to become 22,150 plus or minus. I want you to go to the tables. Unisomee this one. And maybe because you have forgotten, let me remind you. What you need to do in this case, unasema 0.5 minus 0.05 out of 2 is equal to 0.475. Sasa, with that 0.475, unaingia kwa normal tables, unasoma, unatafuta hii, you look for this one. You look for 0.475. Mahali utaiona huko ndani, you give me the value that is on the row there, and the value that is in the column. The value that is in the column. Do that and give me the value quickly. Let's be fast because I also want us to solve question 4. It's part of what we are supposed to do. And remember, we lost time at the beginning. So let's try to redeem it. So when you go to your normal tables, ziko huko nyuma ya past papers, if you forgot where they are, utafute 0.475 huko ndani. Kisha ipata, usome the value that is on the row and the value that is in the column huko kwa titles. What is the answer? The answer? Okay, no one is speaking, so I believe that you know, or you will get 1.96 later. Now, this one to be multiplied by 8,900, which is divided by the root of 200. Sasa, 22,150 plus or minus. Give me this value to 2 decimals. Give me this one to 2 decimals. Benita, I'm getting a different one. Multiply by 1.96. Multiply that answer by 1.96. Yes, good. I'm expecting 12 at 3.48. So when you subtract it from ukisema 22,150 minus 12 that 3.48 is 2916. 2916.52. This is mu. And when you add, you say 22,150 plus 12 that 3.48. It is 23,383.48. 383.48. That is how you develop the confidence interval when the population is known and single sample, single mean. The next question inasema, test the hypothesis that the amount paid in monthly rent is 20,000 at 5%. So that one is still on what? On sampling theory. We're still on sampling theory. But on confidence, no, not on confidence, on hypothesis testing. So the question is on hypothesis testing. Hypothesis testing. So if it is on hypothesis testing and is known population, single sample, single mean, the first thing is to do the hypothesis. Hypothesis. So the hypothesis that we are going to do is that the null X bar is equal to mu. That is, this sample ilipatikana na 20,000. So 20,000 is the same as 22,150. 22,150. The alternative hypothesis, HA, is that X bar is not equal or is less. We can say it's less than mu. That is 20,000 is less than 22,150. 22,150. From there, we bring someone known as significance. Significance level. So the significance level is that alpha is 0.05. That is what we are told. From there, we know so well that we normally say test statistic is Z is equal to X bar minus mu. You divide this by standard deviation, which is divided by the root of n. Standard deviation divided by the root of n. And therefore, my Z calculated should be 20,000 minus 22,150. You divide all this by the standard deviation, which is 8,900, which is divided first by the root of 200. So divide that and tell me what is the answer. Give me the answer. Yes, minus 3.416. Minus 3.416. With that, let's do the decision rule. Decision rule. Now the decision rule, this one will be 110 because we have used that symbol. We have used the symbol that is less than. Sasa, nakuja hapa, unachora something like this. And then you tell us on this side, if we find ourselves here, what are we going to do? So if we find ourselves here, we will say reject null. Reject null at 0.05. Ukijipata hapa, we will say accept null at 0.95. Halafu, this one is negative Z critical. Negative Z critical. So in the negative Z critical, what you shall do, utaenda kwa your table, uende kutafuta 0.5 minus 0.05. It's not divided because it's 110. So utaenda kutafuta 0.45. 0.45. You may not get it exact. So sasa ile utapata uniambie what is in the row and what is in the column. Let me see whether this time round you'll get it. Let me give you 2 minutes, or actually 1 minute. First time imesonga. Whether utafute 0.45. Nisomee what is in the row and what is in the column. Hii unatafuta huko ndani kwa normal tables. So once again, you're delaying. We will confirm that it's 1.64. So if that is 1.64, we proceed and make the conclusion. The conclusion. So the conclusion that we shall make is here, it is on the lower side. So we are going to say reject null since Z calculated is less than Z critical. Z calculated is less than Z critical. That is negative 3.416 is below negative 1.64. Negative 3.416 is less than negative 1.64. What does that mean? The meaning of that. The meaning of that, now that we have rejected, it means that the mean is, the monthly rent is 20,000. The monthly rent is 20,000 shillings. The monthly rent in that estate is 20,000 shillings. Okay. Let us go to the next question. Question number 4. Question number 4. It is on the theory. Part A. Inasema differentiate between the following terms: coefficient of skewness, coefficient of variation, arithmetic mean, and harmonic mean. Those things are in your notes. So please go to your notes and come up with those differences. Skewness tulisema is the measure of group-sidedness. Coefficient of variation is a measure of variation. Arithmetic mean, harmonic mean, you can write the formulas. Even the others, you can also write their formulas. Yeah. Part B of that question. Part B of that question is what we solved the other day when we were in the regression, when we were dealing with the reliability test. Hii ndio tulitumia as an illustration, so I will not look at it. Aya. Question 5. Question 5A, 4 properties of a set. Hata hiyo, I want to propose that you will get it from your notes on set theory. You get that from your notes on set theory. So that for the few minutes remaining, you can see we have like 20 minutes. We solve the next part. Question 5. We solve the next part of question 5. Question number 5. B. Question 5B. Question 5B inasema hivi. A trader purchased 2 cartons of apples and 4 cartons of bananas at a total cost of that 2,500 in the month of January. In the month of February, he purchased 9 cartons of apples and 6 cartons of bananas at a total cost of 43,500 required. Calculate the total or the cost of a carton of apples and a carton of bananas using matrix algebra. So that question has come from the topic of matrices. Is the topic of matrices. So in dealing with that, you will begin by saying, let the costs per carton be A, that is for apples, and B for bananas. If you rate the cost per carton to be A for the cartons, for the apples, and B to be for the bananas, then equations will be equations. Ukiangalia the first man, tunaambiwa alinunua 7 apples and 4 bananas. So 7A plus 4B is equal to that 2,500. That is in the month of January. In the second one, he purchased 9 apples. So 9A plus 6B. And this one is 43,500. This is in February. That is in February. Higher matrices or matrix form. The matrix form, nikuambia unachukua these coefficients. So this will be 7, this is 9. This is 4, this is 6. Times A, B should be equal to that 2,500. 43,500. So on solving, I told you unachukua hii, unaweka hapa AB inaruka huku inakuwa 7946. Na sababu imebadilisha side, it comes in as an inverse. To multiply that 2,500, 43,500. That way. After that, you now seek to get the determinant. And the determinant of this will be what? 7 times 6, the major diagonal, minus 9 times 4, the major diagonal. So give me that answer. 7 times 6 minus 9 times 4. Yeah, that is giving us 6. Then you come and give us what we call new matrix. And new matrix, tulisema you get it by changing the positions of the major diagonal and changing the signs of the minor diagonal. Sasa hii itakuwa 6 na hii ikuwe 7. Then ikuwe minus 9 na hii ikuwe minus 4. That's the new matrix. So proceeding on, sasa unachukua your AB, 1 out of 6. The determinant, the new matrix, which is 6 here, minus 9, minus 4, and 7. Coming to multiply this one, that's 2,500 and 43,500. 43,500. So this is AB equals. So let's start to multiply. Seme nini? Seme 6 times that 2,500 plus minus 4 times 43,500 equals. You divide by 6. Send me the answer. Good, 3,500. Haya, huyu mwingine tasema minus 9 times that 2,500 plus 7 times 43,500 equals. You divide by 6. Send me the answer. $2,000. That's A is Kenya shillings, 3,500, and B is Kenya shillings, 2,000. So we are going to call it a day at that point, because if I start the other question, we cannot finish. Itabidi sasa tusimamie hapo. Thank you so much. We pick up from there in our next lesson.